knows what a credit union is.
Is it like a bank?
Yes, but you have to be a member of a credit union. Your parents, even your grandpa can be a member. So where would you tell your relatives to open an account? Education Credit Union, safe and strong since 1935.
Now, sports coverage in the Panhandle spirit with Lee Baker.
Hello, everyone. Game 5 of the World Series right now with the best of 7 tied at 2 wins apiece. Texas or St. Louis looking to grab that lead. Game 5 winners usually going to capture the series, and after tonight, the ball clubs move to St. Louis for the final games, however many there are. Let's go to the scoreboard right now. Rangers have just scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. They have just now gone to the 9th. Looks like Neftali Feliz is going to come in to pitch. It's 4-2 Texas, and again, Game 6 will be Wednesday in St. Louis. All right, from the ballpark, we go a few feet over to Cowboy Stadium. Cowboys rookie running back DeMarco Murray put his name in the Cowboys record book and passed 2 greats in doing so. Murray set a single-game rushing record yesterday, passing Tony Dorsett, Emmitt Smith, not unlike what receiver Miles Austin once did.
I think there is an analogy there. Again, we don't like to compare players, but when a guy gets an opportunity like Miles did against Kansas City and breaks all the receiving records, and then DeMarco gets one yesterday and breaks all the rushing records, it's impressive, and it's something we preach really on a daily basis. You know, if you get one play or 70 plays in a game, that's your opportunity to take full advantage of it. It's nice to see both those guys be able to do that.
The Cowboys play at Philly next Sunday night. The Houston Texans wiped out Tennessee yesterday. They'll host Jacksonville on Sunday. The West Texas A&M men's soccer team's 2-game road trip turned out to be quite an adventure. The Boot and Bus tied at Northeastern State in Tahlequah, then won in overtime at Fort Hays State. Now, yesterday, prior to that game, Coach Butch Laufer was at the team hotel when the bus driver came in and told him, "Hey, Coach, call 911. The bus is burning." That's never good.
Quickly just ran outside to see what was going on, and there was smoke coming out the front end and the back end, and tried to get up the stairs and looked in, and it was so cloudy couldn't even see past the first row. So the bus driver and I started pulling stuff off the bottom, and basically had a big marshmallow fire. Taking all the uniforms and everything off the bus and put that inside the night before, and we pulled off the soccer balls and some of the other equipment, but you know, all the players had left. You know, some we had to replace 7 pairs of shoes for the game, and jackets got burnt up, and we sent the list to the insurance people today with the bus company, and it's about 3 pages long of just, you know, school books and personal items and program items, and it's going to be a hefty bill, I think. Scored a goal in the second half to tie it, and then scored a goal in overtime to win it, and you know, it was really justification for the day.
By the way, good news for the bus. They don't have to use a bus for the next few days. Their next 2 games are at home starting Friday against Incarnate Word. Glad nobody was hurt. Speaking of WT, the football bus have moved up to 20th in this week's D2 coaches poll. Also, the first regional poll of the season is out. Unbeaten Midwestern is number 1. Abilene Christian is 5. The bus 6. The top 8 advance to the playoffs. The Volley Buffs have moved up to 12th in this week's poll. High school volleyball tonight. Bushland beat Highland Park in 3 to secure the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. HP will be number 2. And Texas Tech quarterback Seth Dagey has been named the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week just a day after being named the National Player of the Week. That for, of course, leading the Red Raiders to that win at Oklahoma Saturday night and Sunday morning. Yeah. By the way, former Tech basketball player Darvin Ham's been named an assistant coach for the LA Lakers.
Unbelievable on the Tech victory and unbelievable on those pictures. On
it was a good marshmallow fire, I got to admit.
Oh, my goodness. And the guys just with the fire behind them, yeah.
You know, some of them are from Britain, and I'm sure they were sending those pictures back to the UK.
Somehow. On their phones.
All right, Steve's back after the break with a look at the forecast. Stay with us.